Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally. My name's Sally and it's Monday the 3rd of February 2025 and this is episode number 55. Very warm welcome to you all. I've recently had a lot of new subscribers, so a very warm welcome to you all, and my returning subscribers, as always, very warm welcome to you too. Everybody's welcome here, as long as it's your comments are nice and not nasty, and everybody's nice. Everybody's welcome. To start with, as I always start with this crochet along that Natasha. Hi Natasha, morning. Natasha from Hooks and Stitches is doing. She'd already got this book, and I'd looked at it for a long time on Amazon and different places, and I ummed and ahed whether to get it, but a lot of the reviews were that the writing was very small, and I thought a lot of people were putting that, and I thought, well, it must somehow it must make a difference. I thought, well, you could always just, I don't know, use a magnifying glass or something. You could get over that, I thought, or take a picture of it and zoom in. But I think what they actually mean by that is that they just, for instance, we've done this pizza. There's a chart which is brilliant because I'm learning to follow along with charts. This information is all quite tightly squeezed up here, and you've got all this blank space here, I think, and following along each little line, you've got to be careful that your lines don't mingle into one. And I try and put a piece of paper so I know exactly where I am. I think just the instructions, and sometimes they're not exactly clear. Sometimes they're a nightmare, and we just have to sort of work it out yourself. But most of them have been absolutely fine. It's by it's 100 crochet pop-up granny squares by Katie Moore, Shana Moore, and Celine Simon. So we're doing well. We are, every week she draws them out of a little pot, and what we've done, what I'm going to show you, which was last week, was week 36. So we're doing 2 a week. We're on, this was square 71 and 72. So we're cracking on. Let me show you. I love pineapple, and that was the pineapple square she chose for last week. And this is my pineapple square. It was lovely to do. You just did the yellow, then you worked into the back loops only of the last row, so that you've got your front loops to then do this extra shaping. Little stalk bits were really easy. So that's the pineapple. And then in it just there is a few projects. It just shows you that you could, instructions here how to just put them together and have a pineapple cushion. And the other one she chose was a peony, a lovely flower, the peony. And I looked, I thought, oh, this is another one. In the centre, you'll start off in the yellow, and then you'll work into the back loops only of 2 rows, so that when you've finished the squared it off, you'll come back, and in the front loops of the round that you'd done the back loops, you'll pick up and do. But this wasn't so bad. You just had to pick up, and I think it was in US terms, it was a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. Did you skip a stitch? No, it was just single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and it made that little fluted, and that's my square. Isn't that beautiful? That's a delicate pink, but that's what makes it the 3D square. So they were lovely to do. The pineapple and the peony. So they'll go onto the pile. And because Natasha does a video on a Monday, she's already chose. So for this week coming, we have got page 20, which is the teapot. How cute is that? A little teapot. That's really nice. I might do the square a different colour because you can't. It doesn't really show off the teapot so much, does it? With that, so I might do the back of the square a different colour. And the project it shows you is making the teapot into a pincushion. So that'd be a really nice idea if you know any crafter or sewer, sewer. Anybody that does crafts, you always need pins, don't you? So that would make a lovely pincushion. Yeah, I might do that. Not this week, but I will definitely at some point do that. So we had that on page 20, and the other one was page 53. This is the other square for this week, and that's the penguin, the little penguin. So that looks quite cute. You see, you get a chart here, and you get the little charts for the flipper chart, the tummy chart, the cheek chart, and the beak and foot chart. So for all these little separate pieces, you get your own little separate chart down there. So yeah, looking forward to those. They should be straightforward. Fingers crossed, they should be straightforward. You never know with these. Sometimes they look difficult and they're actually very easy. And sometimes they look very easy and yet somehow they're quite difficult. So we just have to wait and see with those. The next crochet along I'm participating in is with Jenni. Hi Jenni, from In My Spare Time. And I don't know, a lot of you will have seen this book, but it's by Kylie Maletta. It's a search press book, and it's 52 granny squares to crochet, one for every week of the year. And it's been lovely so far. They've all been fairly okay to do. I might have struggled a little bit on one or two, but a really good thing that I've learned, and also with doing the 3D squares, I've really learned to read a chart. I've always looked at a chart and thought just lines and circles and ovals. I know what the little ovals meant, that was a chain or a stick with one bar through was maybe a double crochet, is it, in US terms? But then to actually, for me, sometimes it isn't always clear where your exact stitch has to go. So without giving too much of the chart away, you see your 3 chain here, and then that next one, it's going into the same space. So sometimes it'll say in chain 3 and into the same space, but sometimes it doesn't, and you think, well, is it the next one on? Is it the same one? You're not always quite sure, but with having that chart, you know exactly where your stitch is going. So I'm really excited that I could look at a chart and I could probably follow a pattern from just the chart, whereas normally I'm always written instructions. Anyway, last week we were on this one, number 26, Daylight. I'd always make notes with these. I used the gold. I wasn't showing you what I was using. I haven't been showing you what I'm using for the 3D squares or these, but with this I used the Yarn Smiths Create Gold, and excuse me stretching, and I used the Stylecraft Special DK in Lemon, and I've wrote a note here. Nice to make, not too difficult, but I wouldn't make it again. So I don't know why I meant that, but this is my square. Whoops, let me hold it up. I love the colours and everything, and I love the square. Maybe it was all these little, I think these were puff stitches, were they? Maybe it was those, I don't know. Was it popcorn? Let me have a look. Puff stitches. Yeah, mate, I don't mind doing puff stitches, but maybe it was all of those, and there was more rows, and it took a little bit longer. Maybe that was it, but I do absolutely love that square, and I do have a little bit of a plan what I'm going to make with all my squares. So I'm going to have a little look this week and do sort of like little diagram of what I'm going to do. So maybe I can a little bit show you next week of roughly what I'm going to be making with all the squares. Hopefully I could use all the squares, use them all up in my projects, but I'm not sure. Not a blanket or anything like that. So because that was square 26, this book I didn't say, but it goes, there's 4 categories. We've got spring, summer, it says fall, but that's autumn for us. Fall or autumn, and winter. So as there's 4 categories and there's 52, you get 13 squares in each of the categories. We've done all of spring, and because that was number 26, that's all of the summer. So this week now coming, we're moving into autumn or fall. And look at that, isn't that lovely? Changing leaves. And I mean, it's coming spring with us now, so it's a bit not out of season with us here, but this autumn, I just love how the trees and leaves change colour, and you get these lovely burnt orangey colours, and the leaves fall and drop. But this is a skill level 1, so that should be quite easy. And I shall be using a 4mm hook. Yeah, you've just got a 4 treble bobble. 4 treble bobble. I didn't really see any of those. Or maybe this is it. Maybe this is the 4 treble bobble, those. But it says 1 rating, so we should be able to manage. 4 treble bobble. Yeah, so there's some lovely ones coming up for autumn. But yes, so week 26. So we are halfway through. Can you imagine? Don't seem to have only started that just last week. Not last week, the week before. So that's that. Now what was I going to talk about now? Now I have mentioned this before. My oldest son David. Hi David. Hi Cole. I know you've been watching. And my little grandson Cole. David and Amanda have got David and Cole. Well, Cole has been watching, my little grandson's been watching my videos, and I noticed that I think it was it my yarn haul? I think it was my Aldi yarn haul video, and he commented, "This is my nan." How cute is that? So hi Cole, thanks for commenting, and thanks for liking. I know you're subscribed, so yeah, I'll be coming to see you soon. So love you. Thought that was cute. Anyway, so my oldest son David, his mother-in-law's sister, so his wife Amanda's auntie it is, she asked me to do a blanket. Now let me show you. I'd made for little Dougie, Cole's little brother, I'd got a lot of granny squares, and this is what I'd made for little Dougie. Oh, hang on, the light and everything shining on it. It was a granny square in the middle, just different shades of blue. And then I just did some separate, that's granny square. And then these are solid granny squares in just mixed blues. Um, just solid, some were, some were all blue, just different shades of blue, some were mixed. Um, so anyway, this is what I've made for little Dougie. And Sandra, her name is, David's mother-in-law's sister. She saw it and she asked me if I could do one, but for about a single bed size, but in these colours. Very muted, like there was a cream and like an ivory, very pale green and a very, very pale pinky, but very, very subtle colours. So that's why I wanted to show you that. Excuse me. So anyway, I've been meaning to do it all of I don't know, she asked me last year and I hadn't started it. I've just got other things on. So this is what I've started so far. This is the granny square. So as you can see, I've got quite a bit to go on it. But I'm doing a cream. This was mushy peas. Then a cream. Then a colour. Then toy. Then the green. And those are all the colours. And then I'm going to start all over again. But as my lovely hubby, like I keep saying, had bought me the new colours from Stylecraft. No, yeah, Specialty K. The new colours. There were a lot of them were beautifully muted colours. So I think my main colour was cream. That's an old label. Look how old that label is. That's a cream, and I'm going to do 3 rows of the cream. And then the second one I did was the mushy peas, like a subtle green. So I did 2 rows of that, then 3 rows of the cream again. Then this is a very, very subtle pink. It's the wild orchid. It's pinky, but it's very, very subtle, which is what she wanted. So I did 2 rows of that. And then I wanted to put a little bit of the toy. This colour is called Toy. This isn't a new colour, but it's like a buttermilky, obviously a bit deeper than the cream, but just a different shade. So I did 3 rows of that, and then I did 2 rows of the green tea. So she's seen the colours and she loves the colours. So I'm really trying to crack on with that because it is just a granny square. Now, I don't know if you can see, but it is very square. And you can't see any side seam. I'm not turning it. And I want to tell you about a tutorial that I've watched. Oh, what's happening with my top today? Anyway, the tutorial, I'd seen this before and I remembered it. So the YouTube channel is called Crochet Rocks. You probably heard of Tracy. It's Tracy, and I watched this a long time ago. So Crochet Rocks, and the tutorial that she's doing is a no more turning chain, so don't turn it, and it's seam free granny square. So in each corner you're just doing one chain in each corner, so it's not too big, and you start off in the corner with a stacked single crochet, or stacked double crochet in UK termed. So instead of doing your chain 3, you do a single crochet, then you go through the first little loop of that stitch you've just made and do another single crochet, so it doesn't look too gappy. And then when she joins, when she comes back round, so she's done half of the corner, to do the other half of the corner she doesn't do a chain 1, she just goes into the top of the stacked single crochet and does a single crochet, and that's the join. and then she goes back in to do the stacked double crochet, and then 2 double crochets and moves on. Um I'm making it sound complicated, probably really making it sounded more complicated than it actually is. But I watched her 2 or 3 times, and like I said, I'm not turning it at all. And does it? I'm hoping it looks square, because it is very square, and it's not going to tilt at all. But you haven't got any lines going anywhere, so I'm absolutely enjoying that, because it's just so, I don't have to think about it. It's so therapeutic. The only thing I've got to think about is the colours. I do 2 rows, and the cream and this toy colour, I do 3 rows of that, whereas the other colours I do 2. But that doesn't really matter anyway, does it? But so I'm hoping to make good progress with that, because she did ask me last year, and I just feel really bad that I haven't started it, but I have now, so that'll work up quite quickly, I'm hoping. So that's my work in progress. Now, before I get on to um, revealing the donuts and the cows and picking the next donut, it's my mum's birthday on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, and she's in a care home, and she can't get out of bed. She can literally only move her left hand. She just can't, and she doesn't speak really too much now. She can't talk. So we're going to see her. It'll be the day after her birthday. But I always like to, we buy her, me and my sister buy her, shampoo and the things that she needs, her toiletries and things that they use for her. But she absolutely loves flowers. She was brought up on a nursery, and but my sister will take fresh flowers, but then because she goes quite often, she can change the water. But because I live, well, it's about 130 mile away, I don't get so often, obviously, as I'd like. So for me to take fresh flowers, that'd mean my sister dealing with them and all that. So I always think, I try and think of flowers that I could crochet for her. I've done quite a few little amigurumis. So I saw this pattern, and this is a lovely lady. She's fairly new to YouTube, quite a new YouTuber, and her name's Emma, and her channel is called Misty Blue Crochet, and she's lovely, Emma. I saw her an Aldi yarn haul that she did, um, and she crochets a lot of plushies mainly. You know the with the with this velvety plushy yarn, but she was sharing patterns of what she'd used and what she'd done, and she showed one, and I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for Mum. So she shared the link, and it's called Sophia the Succulent, meant to be like a little cactus, and it's on Instagram, and it's by q.squared.crochet. But this is my little cactus. It's a little heart, but it could be a little. If I'd have done it in green, it would have been a little cactus, wouldn't it? And then so you do one little piece, then the other little piece, then it just joined together. That was really easy. And then you changed to brown and did increases all the way around to make the soil. And then when you stopped to here, and then you did the pot, you did this bit afterwards, and then you single crocheted the pot to the soil, and then you did this little half double crochet stitch afterwards. I wasn't going to put eyes and a face on it, but I just thought, although Mum, she loves flowers and plants, but she does also she loves little Wind in the Willow characters, and when me and my sister go, we'll say the little plants are her little friends. So she likes that the little plants could be little people, is what I'm trying to get at. I know some people don't like that, but all her little plants would be her little friends. So I thought, how cute is that for Mum, and not got to be watered or anything. And it's a little heart as it's Valentine's Day. So I'll try and leave the link for that, but how cute. Oh, Mum will, she absolutely love that, I think. So that was for Mum's birthday. So that's that. And then the last thing we'll get on to is the Donut Buddies, Crochet Donut Buddies. This book I've had for a couple of years actually, and I've done I think a star from it for just thinking of doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for one of my grandsons, but not really thought about it too much. I just thought they all looked so cute. Whoops, he was the star. Look, I just thought they all looked really, really cute. So, yeah, it's by Rachel Zane. Went a bit blank then. And there's lots of different, loads of different animals. But they show you in the beginning that you can do it. You could do it with a plushie yarn, look, and make it bigger. Or cotton and be smaller. I use Starcraft Special DK or some sort of DK if it's not Starcraft for mine. And then in the front they show you how to do the basic donut, whatever colour. I mean, you could just do all of those. I know Natasha from Hooks and Stitches, she does a donut every week, and I know she likes the proper donut colour, so she'll either do a chocolate one for a chocolate donut or this colour to be an actual donut. And then it shows you here how to make it into a donut, and then you stuff it. And then on this, then it tells you how to do the icing and the drips. So that's the basic donut pattern. And then each little character, we've done the zebra. There's a rating just for new subscribers. I'll just go through the book a little bit. You get a 3 donut rating for this one. We've already done this one, and it wasn't too bad actually. But it'll say in the pattern, the donut. Follow the basic donut pattern, which is in the front of the book, to create a donut base in black and the icing in white, omitting the sprinkles. And then it says, if you're using safety eyes, place them between rounds 4 and 5 of the icing. So your basic donut pattern is at the front. Then you've got the ears, the muzzle, the mane, the stripes and the triangle. So all your other information is on here. So that's basically what the book is. And last week we had the lovely little cow. How nice was she? And it was two donut rating, which, yeah, it was fairly easy. You just did your donut, and then you had to do 2 ears, 2 little horns, and little spots if you wanted to, or in the muzzle. But you could make the cow any colour you want. So if you wanted to do like a Frisian, I think Frisian, the black and white. Oh God, yes, I think the jersey had like a caramelly fudgy colour. I got a bit mixed up last week rather. So I do apologise if anybody's expert on cows. I really wanted to do, in Wales here we have a lovely Welsh black, but it's all black. There's no white on it whatsoever. It's all black, but beautiful long eyelashes and big black nose. They're really, really nice, but I really didn't fancy doing all black. Just 1 second. Oh, I'm back. How funny. I was just getting up the pictures that you lovely ladies have sent, and would you believe I actually had an email of another a crochet donut buddy, so that was really just in the nick of time. But I've got it and I'll show you that. So we'll start off with the lovely Mary. Hi, Mary. And look, Mary has done a ruby Devon red. Oh, but they're beautiful to look at. How nice. She's used mocha for the, it looks like for the horns, and copper for the cow, and buttermilk for the muzzle. Whoops! Oh, I'm knocking everything over. But isn't she lovely? Beautiful. Oh, ruby red. Doesn't that sound lovely? That'd be nice. Because I was Googling different coloured cows. So many different colours, isn't there, of all sorts of cows. But Mary, when she does hers, she's sent most of what she's done off now to a children's hospice and hospital in the Midlands. So imagine all those little children, and just because they're so cute to hold, even as an adult, and they're so tactile. I think imagine poorly little sick children having a little friend, having a little donut buddy. So that's so kind of you, Mary, to send them to the hospice. I bet they're really, really grateful and so happy. Imagine the little children's faces. That'd be so nice. The next one we've got is from Sandy, our lovely friend Sandy. Hi, Sandy. And look at the little flower. So Sandy's done a black and white dairy cow, like the, the, what are they called? All the lights shining through. I really will have to learn how to add pictures. She's done a little she's put sparkly eyes. Can you see the sparkly eyes? And nice little muzzle. And she's used scraps. But how beautiful. Lovely, because they do have absolutely beautiful big eyes, don't they? So they really suit. So thank you, Sandy. And the next picture, the next picture is from the lovely Jan. Hi, Jan. She used 3.5mm hook and 3mm hook for the parts. That's the back of I'll show you because it sort of came in two. So for the cow, she's used cream, the horns in parchment, and she's done a brown and white. Look at the little bow. Pretty cute. I love cows. They are gentle and kind, aren't they? But Jan says she was brought up on a farm in Illinois, and so she's used to, she's used to being around cows, and they are so gentle and just beautiful creatures, aren't they? I know I'm not talking about bulls, but cows, I think, are just so, they look so calming, and we have them in the field in the summer, and they've got the little calves with them. I know they're dangerous when they've got calves if there's dogs about or anything, but they just look so chilled and relaxed, and like I said, so gentle and calm. Thank you, Jan, for those pictures. Absolutely beautiful. And then this morning I just saw an email from Thea. Hi, Thea. And this is her cow, and she said she'd done it just in the colours. Oh, I can't get away from that. Oh, hang on, let me come there where the light's not so bad. Can you see that? She's used the colours. Hang on, let me move round because the window is making the light. She's used the colours in the book. Oh, cute. Very lovely. One we can, well, there is a black ear there and a white ear. I did a black and white ear as well. So beautiful. Look at the little muzzle as well. Little snouty muzzle. So that's Thea's. Thank you so much, Thea. Now, as I was going to show you, I noticed I'd got an email. So since filming, I've got an email, and this is from the lovely Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Just in the nick of time. And Lynn is from Lynn Penguins Creations, and she's got the book, and can you see? Lynn's Penguins Creations. She's put it here, look. But yeah, same colours as the book, but how adorable. Absolutely beautiful. So she's going to crochet along with us, join us, other ladies, and so really pleased about that. Thank you. Oh, she's crocheted the eyes as well, which will make them safe for little ones. So thank you all for sending those just in the nick of time. That's lovely. And now, oh, I have had a bit of a laugh with mine. Well, first of all, because I've done the back, I wanted to do just the nice black and white cows that we have. I thought I'd do similar, but I've done the black for the front, one black ear, one white ear, the little white patches, the little muzzle. Because the eyes were going to be on the black, I couldn't think how to do them, so I used a bit of the horn colour, which was, I think it was parchment, was it? Anyway, so please don't laugh. This was meant to be eyelashes. Oh, it looks a little bit evil, I know. Anyway, I did it, and it was like that, and I kept thinking, well, it looks like a cat. It's more like a cat, but never mind, it is what it is. And then suddenly I was chatting to Natasha from Mugs and Stitches one night, and she's up to say, I'm just doing the horns for the cow. And I suddenly thought, horns? I can't remember making horns. I hadn't put any horns on it. Oh, poor little cow had got no horns. I know some don't, though, do they? But that's my little donut. I'm really not pleased with the eyes because they look like cat eyes, but I might perhaps undo those. But I still think it's a lovely. Mine are going to my three youngest little two grandsons and granddaughter, Jonathan, Dougie, and Hope, just so they can give to the little nursery friends. And I just think, just to hold, and just they're so tactile. So I think they'd be. Oh, excuse me. I think they'd be lovely for a care home as well, or a nursing home or somewhere. Just something nice little thing to hold on to. Anyway, that's mine. I might redo the eyes. I'm not sure. I'm not. Don't look quite stern, and that's not what. Oh, excuse me. I have to drink the water. That's not really the aim of what they're meant to look like, is it? To be stern. Oh, got a little tickle in my throat. So that's that anyway. So the cow is done. Now, let's have a look. Let's see what we bag of balls is getting smaller. I made this bag. Oh, and it was right full to the top. There is a little story in my early days of. There is a little story about these big balls. Instead of just choosing out of a pot or something, I had this idea of using ping pong balls. I thought, oh, I'll use ping pong balls. That'd be a good idea. And so my husband was going off, to see his friend, and he said, oh, I'll pick you up some ping pong balls. Anyway, he picked up. I said I needed 100, so he picked up. There were a pack of, I think it was a pack of 6. Anyway, so he got these whole box full of boxes of ping pong balls, But then later on in the day, he saw a friend, and his grandchildren, you know, they're all grown up now. And he said, "Oh, I was going to give these to a charity shop or to the tip. You can have these." So he came back. I'm just trying to get one out instead of picking. So these type of balls, these play balls, I don't know, there was about 50 in a bag. He came back with 6 bags of play balls. So not only had I got my ping pong balls, but I'd also got those play balls. And as the play balls were so bright and colourful and bigger, I thought I'd use those to pick out at random. So that's what I've done. So I had to make this big bag, which I'd never done before, but I watched a YouTube tutorial how to do that. And so got these odd bits of material. So anyway, this was right chock-a-block full. I want it at the beginning. Now it's just, you know, not so many. Still quite a few. Anyway, let's get on with it. I bet you're all thinking, just pick a ball, just pick a ball. Let's see what we've got next week. This week, rather. I keep saying next week. Let's have a look. It's the giraffe. Oh, I like giraffes. They're nice and gentle too, aren't they? I always think most animals are gentle when left alone, aren't they? Just to do their own thing, not to be too bothered. The giraffe is on page 52. So let's have a look. We're on 46, 48, 50, 52. And this donut is a 2 donut rating, which is the difficulty level, which is not too bad. And then that's I nearly said the jellyfish. The jellyfish. that's the giraffe. And there's a side view here, look. The side view, and we always get a little hint or something here. It says, add as many sprinkles to the giraffe's face as you would like, or leave them off. Make it your own. You can even change up the sprinkle colours. I don't know if you can see, but the sprinkles, they've just put a little few dashes of brown. They're saying you can leave them off totally, or put more, or just make it your own. Safari playtime wouldn't be complete without a giraffe, buddy. He loves to roam the hot plains in search of tasty leaves. His speckled ears and face add the cutest finishing touch. So you follow the basic donut pattern in the front of the book to create the donut base in parchment. But you don't have to do parchment, but that's like the stony colour. And the icing in mustard, so that the face bit here in mustard or yellowy colour or whatever. Omitting the sprinkles, because in the front of the book it tells you to use multicolour sprinkles, but here you're just going to add, if you want to, just a little bits of brown. And then you've just got to make 2 ears, ossicones, is that what they're called? Those little, not little mini horns, but they call it, is it ossicones? It looks like ossicones. 2 of those and a little muzzle. So that's a lovely one this week, isn't it? Lovely little giraffe. Can't go too wrong with that. Well, I can. I've got to do eyes, but hopefully won't go too wrong. Won't go too wrong with the giraffe. Nice and bright. That'll be lovely. So yep, that's it. That's it for today. I want to try and get on with the blanket, but I like to try and get caught up. You know, I try and get the squares and everything done. Going to see Dot this week. Don't think got anything on much. Just generally basically tidy up in here, because a bit of a mess all in front of you and everywhere, but it'll all get done. I want a nice sunny day where I can open the windows, let fresh air in. At the moment it's too damp and drizzly and dark, but I think a nice and lovely sunny day when you can open all the windows and let the fresh air in. How nice. So I'd like to again thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you stick around and like what you see. Um, just take care, everybody, and whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, please take care, be kind, love each other, and just spread joy and happiness wherever you can. Just a smile sometimes is enough for someone to know that you care without, you don't have to say words sometimes, do you? Just a smile is just enough, isn't it, for some people? So if all you can do is a smile, that's be a massive thing to some people. So love you all, and I'm trying to think if I've got a video in the week. I don't think so, but you never know. You may see me pop up. um. Anyway, I love you all. Have a really good week, and I'll see you soon. Love you all. Bye.